Howdy guys, how we doing? Welcome back to another video of Amikin Survival. How we doing? Hope you guys are well and welcome to update 0.10. Okay, let's get into it. So basically there is an update with more efficient worker Amikin. So I'm going to read some of this and I'm also going to overlap by reading some of the full patch notes on the Discord. But leveling Amikins now scale their skills up to level 20 and merging Amikins workers is now more rewarding as each star boosts work levels for any Amikin. So that means the more time and effort that you put into your Amikins effectively, you're going to have a more efficient Amikin that can actually craft and do all that sort of good stuff for you on your behalf, basically. And, and also grind and, gather resources too, I would imagine. So jobs have been upgraded too. For example, the woodcutters now gather wood and turn it into planks for you. Okay, well, that's cool. So you don't actually have to tell anyone to do that for you, basically. So once I would imagine that they've had enough cutting wood, or if they've maxed out the storage or something like that, I would imagine that they would go ahead and basically turn that wood, well, using this example, these logs into planks, basically. So meaning all workers can now handle both gathering and crafting tasks. Now this is a good one too. Free teleportation. By popular demand, traveling across Amikin is now completely free. Plus you can build teleporters in almost any location, making your journeys smoother than ever. Upgraded storage. Storage just got a major boost with increased capacity, improved design and enhanced usability. Better than ever. Give it a try. And we also have the languages now in Hindi and Indonesia, which is actually a really good boost because I know a lot of my subscribers that watch my videos not only in the US but also in India and Indonesia, which is great. So hopefully you guys are able to follow along and play the game at its most optimum levels, which is great. So good on the team for doing that. But if I go over to the main the full patch notes here, they're basically explaining that all Amikins can, gather resources and process them as well. But there's also the Handyman Amikin that now lives up to its name, crafting all types of items like armor, weapons, and healing supplies, while also handling equipment repairs. So that's another little boost as well. So not only that the cross, the cross skills of not only gathering your items and also crafting them. The handyman in particular can actually do armor and weapons, but also repairs, which is great. So that's cool. We've already discussed the free teleportation. This was another one. So they've actually created a new building, a new crafting station for us too. So we've got the crafting station called the Loom, which basically, in the name itself, you can craft all of your fiber cloths and things of that nature, which is cool. We've already discussed the upgraded storage, the language availability, durability buff. Now the durability of all backpacks and armbands have been noticeably improved, ensuring they stay dependable companions for your long journeys across Amikin, which is great. There was another thing called basically catching more Amikins. Starting storage capacity has increased by 10 slots for every explorer, so we get a nice little boost with that, which is great. Enhanced bandages. Bandages are now significantly more effective, giving you the perfect reason to craft more of these essential healing items. Longer days, shorter nights. Amikins now work harder and bring more benefits while you spend less time waiting and more time exploring. The red aura adjustments. The ominous red aura in tier 2 locations will now appear less frequently, limited to more challenging areas of each location. AFK rewards adjustment. Watching ads to double the AFK resources is no longer available. Excuse me, but don't worry, the base productivity of buildings remains unchanged, ensuring smoother resource generation under the new system. So that means we can't actually, every time we log back in after being AFK for a certain amount of time, we can't double our resources, which was a nice little thing because it was a great little boost for all of us. So, but it is what it is. But I guess the rebalance has sort of compensated for that as well at the same time, which is great. And finally, a couple of other things here. Resource processing cost update with the introduction of AMI-powered resource processing. Refinement costs have now been rebalanced. Previously required 4 resources of the 2 previous tier and 2 of the current tier. Now it's set to 5+5, aligning with the new mechanics for better balance. So that's a touchy subject, that one. I'll show you what I mean once we get into the game here, which basically we already discussed all of that, but still. And the final thing is sorting your options, sort your amicus by level, stars, rank. Finally, easy way to keep everything in order. I'm just going to go back, excuse me, to my main screen so I can monitor everything as we are going along, and I'm also going to turn on the music as well as the sounds, so we've got something pumping in as we go along. Okay, so let's have a quick look at the new workstation as well. So we've got the loom here, which, funny enough, I actually don't have any of the resources for, so I'm going to have to go out and actually pick some of those up, which is, well, a little bit annoying for me, but look, it is what it is, right? Actually, I do have the required stuff for that, but anyway, if we go ahead and have a look at the loom, that's what it looks like. Construction time is 1 minute. I would imagine that there's obviously going to be upgrades for the loom itself, which I haven't actually quite come across. But otherwise, from there, yeah, it doesn't actually, I actually don't see one. Unless if it's a little bit later on. Oh, there you go. Well, there's a loom level 3. Oh, wow. I can make the tier 3, but I can't actually make the tier 1. Half my luck, right? Half my luck. I think I probably would have skipped over it, unfortunately. So, where is the level 2 loom? Oh, they've actually changed the oh, the Crimson Wood Yard. Okay, so that's what it looks like. That looked a little bit different this time round. That's fabric storage. Where is the loom? It's probably right in front of me. There it is. So I can't quite make the version 2 either as well, so that's okay. Other than that, no, we've got nothing else different there. Now they did state, now if we go into the location here, now Stormforge actually has a location for teleportation, but now every place has free teleportation. Now, I think that's going to be a norm. Let's just get out of that. That sounds a little bit distracting for me. I think for everything in between, the fact that they've changed the teleportation cost, which was a really big welcome item, ticket item for a lot of people, because you don't want to spend money and you don't want to sit and watch an ad either. So it's good that they've done that. I think they had to do it by design only because that, you know, places weren't ready for fast travel. So now I would imagine that they are, obviously, naturally, because we've got the freebies. But I would suspect as time goes on, we're going to get some more zones and things like that. So I feel like that's going to, you know, sort of help with that as well at the same time. Now, we've got the carpenter table on happening at the moment, which I've got a lot of wood at the moment. But I don't know whether or not you can still do all of the auto repeats and things like that. So that hasn't really changed. But if I go over here and pop that there, I would imagine that that's obviously going to happen now. Now, this is the other thing too. They've increased everything. So it used to be 4 for the previous tier spec and 2 for the current spec of the item that you're trying to craft. So in the case of the glued beam, the polished plank costed you 4 units, and the crystallized polymer basically was 2. They've increased it tenfold. Well, not tenfold, but they've increased it quite substantially, particularly with the current level, unfortunately. So it'll be interesting to see how that all works now, now that we've got these rebalances and so on and so forth. So I will be curious to see how well our Amikins will actually grind out resources, craft, etc., etc. So I feel like that's going to be an interesting little thing to see. Now, this is also going to be also woven into the fact that you're going to need to have Amikins of multiple star ratings to get better efficiency out of them. So before we actually do that, I just want to quickly segue and have a quick look. So this is what the new look, oh, there you go. So they've changed the whole UI now. So this is what it looks like. Wow. That's interesting. Because as you can see, I've got so much iron parts. Actually, I had a lot more iron parts. I think there actually some of them are in my chest here. Let me quickly go have a look at that, because I'll be really annoyed if yeah, I still have 758 because I made it. I had a look at these before I actually updated the game. So yeah, okay. So I've still got everything here. Now, okay. So this allows you to take, but I don't know how much of that you can physically take. So it's cool that they've actually done this in a sense of they have, I guess, segregated all of your resources into different tiers. So you got raw materials and refined parts. So that's cool. I like that. They still haven't changed how this is all operates either. So I can potentially upgrade this if I really wanted to. Actually, have they? I think they have. No, this is still okay. And the same deal with this as well. As you can see, I've got more than what my storage unit allows. So yeah, I don't know how that works. Yeah, I'm gonna have to I might have to ask the devs on that one now. Let's see if you guys have already done that ahead of time. Drop your answers in the comment section down below, because it'll not only help me but others watching the video that might be thinking the same as well. Now, if we head over to the console. Now, the console at the moment, we have, so we've got a little bit more. I've got 65. I had 55 beforehand, so I actually got given the additional 10. So everyone else would be in the same boat too. So just to sort of point that out. So which is good. That's a really, really good thing. But I guess the other thing that I want to focus on as well is have a look at the efficiency side of things of our Amikins as well, and see what makes them tick, and if that actually gives us any sort of differences that we sort of need to look at, I guess. So if I go to my Rockner, for example, now it says it's got work, so up to Stonecutter level 10. Now this is an evolved Amikin, right? A fused Amikin that's evolved from a Peblo, as we know. So we can see that it's going to have 400 plus 400% in gaining, I should say, rock, which is great. Now, well, it just says stone cutter, so I don't know whether or not that actually relates to what do you call it? Gathering as well as crafting. That remains to be seen. But if we've got a fawn over here, you can see that fawn is a level 25, is a 1-star too, by the way. But in this is a smelter and at 220%. Now again, same situation. I think I might be a little bit different in the ways of harvesting. So this to me appears more on the crafting side of things. So let's have a look at my Aqualisk. Level 10 for the Weaver, and yeah, you're at 400%. Now you're a 0-star, a level 1. So just to give you a complete baseline, everything is obviously at level 1. So the level 1 works, handyman, farmer, woodcutter are the 3 that I've got here. Wispard is an evolved 1-star, and we've got level 4, and level 3. So if we expand on that, you've got woodcutter, stonecutter, and weaver. So you're actually a really good Amikin to have in this situation where you can actually go around multiple gathering points and workstations, and to be able to actually work a lot more effectively, which is actually really good. Now, I did notice one thing as well. I've got the Energizer, which is still there in the game, but what has, excuse me, has been removed is the carrier. Now, I know someone asked me in one of my previous videos, what does the carrier do? I did reply that it's not in the game, but going by this, it appears to be scrapped completely. And yeah, so that is an interesting thing. So whether or not it's going to be removed for now until, you know, future updates, or it's gone completely, who knows? But notably, the Energizer still remains. So what that basically means to me is that there's probably going to be a time, probably soon, or it's probably in the pipeline, that there's going to be some upgrades that's going to for our workbenches that are going to require electricity, which is where someone like Zappy comes into play, or the Toxuka. variant of Amikin. So there you go. So that's something that to sort of know. But while I'm sort of cycling through here, it's actually really cool because this gives you all the stats that you need to know about your current Amikins that are currently a workout Amikin, which is actually really nice. So I like this. So I like the fluidity in regards to this as well, which is kind of nice. So the other thing here is, let's have a quick look at the equipment bench as well. As you can see, everything of a cloth related has been removed. So we know that that there's no cloth around here. Workstation is just purely for weapons, and then you've got your equipment bench. So they've sort of been rebranded in a way and renamed in a sense to sort of accommodate that, which is great, which is something that we want to sort of see. So yeah, I'm actually quite happy with that all around. So what I'm going to quickly do is I'm going to quickly head out, right? And well, the moment that the game lets me, I just want to gather some quick resources so we can actually head back and then we can actually create the loom, which is something that I want to do. Let's get rid of this Urgle puff. And we'll do that. So I'll bring you guys back in once we have all the required bits and bobs. Alright guys, let's get this loom firing up. So yeah, let's do that right now. There's something else I want to show you guys too. So let's go ahead and do this first. So I need to go to the other menu, don't I? Crafting menu. There we go, of course. Now I need to find a spot for it, which for now I think it's going to have to be here, unfortunately. But cool. Can I build 2 looms? Oh, not enough materials. I actually can build 2 looms. There you go. There you have it. Okay, so that is going to be the first level. So let's go ahead and just set this up. And we'll have a quick peek and see exactly what the loom looks like once it's fully crafted. But I do want to show you something very, very interesting, which I think it's going to help you guys understand the reasoning how and why the developers have done what they've done when it comes to workout Amikins as well. So there you go. So we've got level 1, we got tier 2. I should have all the resources for that, so we can put that all in and we can get that all happening as well. But I won't do that just yet. I do want to show you this. So let's go over here. Now my Rockner managed to craft stones at an unbelievable rate. Okay, so let's just quickly have a look at this before we commit to doing any of this right now. Okay, so let's look at Rockner. As you can see, he's a level 10. His stonecutter ability is up 400%. Okay, I don't know if this is glitched or bugged or whatever or what have you, but if this is legit, then you guys are in for a treat. Let's have a look at this right now. So if I go in here and I craft a whole bunch, say let's craft 9, cool, I'm gonna walk away. Let Rockner play with that. So it's 9 pieces of stone. You saw me doing it at 2 minutes something. It probably would have maybe half that with a supporter Amikin. But look at this guy. He's doing it on his own in 30 seconds. Well, 45 seconds. 25. So as you can see, the ability that these Amikins have, the more that you upgrade them, the more that you put time and investment into these guys, that they're going to be able to churn out things like this at a quicker and at an alarming rate for us as well, which is absolutely astonishing. Look at this. Like, I'm only talking to you guys and he's already finished. Done. And that was 9 bricks. Normally that would have taken a few minutes to craft. So you can actually see the natural ability that these Amikins can potentially have if you level them up right, if you get them evolved, if you do all that sort of good stuff as well. I'll be keen to see if I actually put him over into the stone area. So let's get him to do this for us. I want to see what he does. Are you going to go for it? So he's doing it. Okay, so 1, and it takes 14 seconds per. So I don't know whether or not if that's changed or not. So normally, okay, so usual crafting time is 55 seconds. And he's doing it within 15 seconds. So I know that's not a massive difference, but I mean, in the grand scheme of things, he's going to be able to churn out a lot more stone over time, and it's going to add up versus what a possible, say, let's say a level 1, you know, stone gatherer would be able to achieve. So they would be at 55 seconds. This guy is at 15. So that's insane. I actually like what I see, guys. I actually like what I see. Now, one other thing I wanted to show you guys as well is the medicine lab as well. Now, they did mention that they boosted some of our crafting, our healing. So HP recovery for the glow root bandage is at 300, healing time over 5 seconds by the looks of things. And then we've got the storm dew bandage, which is at 400, and again at 5 seconds as well. So that's cool. Really, really cool. I guess maybe the last thing I want to sort of show you guys is, while we're here today, is maybe let's go over to Stormforge. And actually, I should do this before we go. I need... There we go. Actually, I do have some... Oh, okay, so you actually take in stacks, so that's good to know. Interesting. Okay, so that's cool. So you would only take out a max of 20 per item. Okay, so you can't really sort of... It didn't actually... Does it actually show us if we can take singles? Oh yeah, you can still take one. You can still take one, so you can still do that. Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure. Now, with the teleportation side of things, we can teleport here quickly. Notice that there is no coin that you have to spend. There is no ads that you have to watch. So what I want to do is I want to quickly head over this way. Is there any whisperds over here? I'm still trying to get some whisperds, actually. Oh, they changed the icon for the sand as well. Well, no, the tree. These are trees. So they're the crimson wood. Now, I did mention this in one of my previous videos where they looked very similar to the old style of wood. So they might have just scrapped that, potentially. We'll have to investigate that later on. Okay, where are we? So that teleport fella is up in around the middle. So we're going to have to sort of navigate our way through. So what have I got here? I've got Flare Hoot. Let's get Flare Hoot involved. Take out this Bud for me. Thank you very much. And take out this Fawn. Thank you for doing that. But I want to quickly head down here, at least just to show you guys what the teleport cost will be. And along the way, can we actually... yes, I can harvest you. Beautiful. May as well get this chromium ore while I'm here. Actually, how much are you... Ooh, has this changed as well? How much chromium am I getting out of this? I've got 10. Okay. Does it happen with all of them? Well, that's good. I'm glad that they've acknowledged that. So when I was, what do you call it, grinding for other resources in the tier 1 locations, like, you know, let's use the example of stone. The stone was still 3 per unit, or per node, you know, for lack of better wording. So that is very interesting. Let's just swap these two over because I'd rather have this with me. But anyway, all right. So let's just, okay. So you're just that. You're fine. How close? Okay. So we're gonna go this way. Gonna go this way. Fawn, get out of my way. There it is. It seems to be a lot more congested as well, too. By the way, can I skip away through? Yes, I can without being detected. Love it. Okay. Alright, let's just try and get rid of these Amikins as well because... Alright, so Sproutsy, you're going to have to go, my dude. I'd rather get rid of you as soon as possible. Thank you, Flarewing, for helping me out. Beautiful. I may as well pick up some of these as well, so... Not on my luck, I'm going to need it. Okay, so for everyone that's wondering, this is what we're going to need in order to... Ooh, can you actually do it from home? Don't tell me you can do it from home now. Is this all wireless? Oh no, okay. Okay, no, that's okay. That's okay. I thought that was wireless for some silly reason, but no, of course not. It's what I had in hand. Of course, okay, so you're gonna need 80 Nexus seeds. You need 20 of the polished planks, 20 of the iron parts, and 40 of the smooth stone, and you need 120 of these 4 elements as well. So you need a bit. And look, you can probably rack these up quite quickly, especially in Stormforge. You don't really need to go back and pick up any reserves back at home, except for the left-hand side of the recipe. So once you've done that, then that gives you the accessibility to teleport from here back to home and vice versa and things like that. So at least this way you guys are aware of how that all works. Now, this tree, yeah, so this is Crimson Log. So you can see the icon has actually changed to a purple tree. Now, from memory, they look like a tier 1 tree in the previous update, which was 0.9. So at least that way you guys are aware on how that sort of looks and works as well. Just so you don't get confused in trying to look for Crimson, you know exactly what to look for. It's all purple. But yeah, guys, that's going to go ahead and do it. I want to thank you guys for stopping by, checking out this one. Make sure you guys leave a like, comment down below, share if you can. Let me know your thoughts about the new update. Do you like some of the new mechanics? You don't like them? Let me know your thoughts. I think this is going to be a positive for a lot of people because, as I've demonstrated with my Rokna, Rokna can absolutely smash crafting. So if you guys have evolved Amikins, I think it's probably going to help you a lot more than having pre-evolved Amikins. Let's put it like that. So yeah, that demonstration there basically sold me into the fact that that we're going to need to spend a bit more time in getting higher end Amikins, leveling them up, getting extra stars on them because they're going to be that more efficient, that more quick in doing everything. But anyway, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching. As always, I will catch you guys in the next one.